Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to Pandora Astrology's monthly horoscope for October of 2020. Your birthday is coming up really soon, which means that you're in your annual mop-up period, which is the time when you feel last year's themes are heading for the exit and New Year's themes are coming in. And it's a really great time before your birthday to get that annual birthday reading so you can find out what those themes are going to be. You can find out how to do that in the YouTube's description below. We've got a link for you. So this month we've got Mars retrograde and Venus and Mercury activity as well. Mercury will go retrograde too, and then not just two, but 3 moons. Hey Julia, what have you got to say to the Scorpios of the world?
Well, hey there, Scorpio. So Mars is retrograde in your sixth house all month.
Mm.
And Jamie and I have talked a lot about this cycle in our August and September horoscopes. So if you want to learn more about it, you should check out those. And we also made a video about the Mars retrograde cycle triggering the pandemic hot degree, which is how it's going to affect the world at large in our 2020 news playlist. But basically, when Mars goes retrograde in the sixth, it's a time of frustrations and anger, especially at the workplace, because that's what the sixth house represents. It's also the house of health. So if you have any chronic conditions, especially any pertaining to blood, like blood pressure, anemia, inflammation,
Mm.
migraines, that kind of stuff, they could
Mm.
also be acting up right now, which is pretty annoying. Now, Venus enters Virgo on October 2nd, which is your 11th house of groups and friends. And Venus is the relationship planet. So this is going to be a cycle where you really want to connect to other people,
Mm.
whether you're staying at home and doing FaceTimes or meeting up in the park. And if you're in a relationship, then you're going to want to spend time with your partner in your circle of friends too. Now, Mercury is going retrograde in your sign of Scorpio on October 13th. So it's all happening in your first house of self. Now, when Mercury goes retrograde in the first, it means that you might be more easily misunderstood by other people. Even if you're just trying to express yourself as clearly as possible, other people could be walking away with a completely different understanding than what you just talked about. So be prepared to have to clear those up.
Mm. So true. So there are 3 moons this month, and a couple of them play off of some of the things that you just said, Julia. The first is a full moon in Aries happening on October 1st, and that means it lands in your 6th house alongside that Mars retrograde. So irritation might already be high because of Mars retrograde being in the house of work, health, service, and personal organization. But the addition of this moon and the placement of Chiron might really bring up a lot of emotion in this area, a lot of frustration in this area, and also opportunities for healing in this area. Maybe by getting more organized in ways that help you to be more efficient and fast moving, or maybe through how you are in your workplace and what your workplace environment is like for you. Then in the middle of the month on the 16th, we have a new moon in Libra, and that is going to fall in your 12th house, which is the house of the unconscious, the stuff that we kind of have behind us that we're not looking at every day. A new moon is a time for planting seeds of new beginnings, but I have to say that this new moon is pretty fraught because of the way that it squares the pandemic hot degree falling in your 3rd house. You may already know about the house that that falls in. If you want to find out more about it, you can see the video in our playlist, The Astrology of Pandemic Year 2020. There's a video there about finding the pandemic hot degree in your own house structure. Um, but that really adds a lot of intensity and brings up a lot of those feelings of like, well, how do I be in command of myself during these really difficult times? And in what areas and in what ways can I surrender and have it be the most useful? So this moon is going to be bringing up a lot of those thoughts, those themes, those feelings, and mixed with quite a bit of frustration from the presence of Mars. So that's really the moon to watch out for this month. And then at the end of the month, we have a full moon, which is also a blue moon in the sign of Taurus on the 31st. And that falls in your 1st and 7th houses. The sun falls in your 1st, and Uranus and the moon fall together in your 7th. And Uranus brings quite a bit of the uncertain, of the unstable to this moon. It being a full moon, of course, it's already going to be sort of emotional. It falls in your 7th house of relationship, and so you might find a sort of unexpected degree of stubbornness coming from your partner if you try to control them during this moon. We've called this moon mostly tricks, a few treats, and it does fall on Halloween, and so you might find that that's going to impact any parties that you might want to attend, any fun that you want to have, and might bring some frustrations and some obstacles. So, and stay safe, stay careful, please. We want you alive. So that's all that we have for you today. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please do like it officially down below on our YouTube channel, and also share it widely. And if you want to find more horoscopes like this, like if this is your sun sign, you want to see the horoscope for your rising sign, you can always find that monthly on our YouTube channel, Pandora Astrology. You can also find it on our website, pandoraastrology.com/horoscope. And if you want the news of the month, you can find that in both places as well. On our website, just add monthly forecast and you'll find that. And until next month, Scorpio, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.